A very good morning to all the students. You can have a look here in your first section, that is section A, reading section. It is one of the most important section of your English language literature paper. This is after your revised syllabus came out. There are two comprehensions that you will get. One is discursive passage, another is case-based factual passage. Before we move further, let me tell you why reading comprehension is important and why it's in their course. What is reading comprehension? It is the ability to read, process, and understand its meaning. You will get at least 400 to 450 words of comprehension. You need to read it thoroughly, understand what does it mean. It will involve your skills, your traits. You will enhance your recognition of words. There are several approaches to improve reading comprehension, which include improving one's vocabulary and reading strategies. First, there are certain strategies. Let me start with the first one, reading the text. It involves the prior knowledge of the topic and underlining important points and your ability to correlate with what you are reading. Finding out where the passage is coherent with your knowledge and making a note of the points where the passage conflicts with your knowledge. So, first, when you read out the text, when you read the whole passage, you're going to underline the important points and you will try to correlate it while you read. Next, understanding the meaning of the passage. You will decode the passage, you will think about the message of the new text, what you need out of it, what is the message that is being conveyed to you, and the ability to summarize the passage. You will come across 4 types of questions while you read the comprehension. You will get a number of questions below the passage. You need to think about the questions first and then search the answers of those questions in your passage. There are questions whose answers will be directly visible in the text, but there will be questions where you need to find out, where you need to understand the meaning of the question, as well as you will try to find out the answer, what could be the answer of that particular question from the text. You need to think, you need to search the entire passage to find out the relevant answer. There will be questions where you will be required to use your knowledge with what they have learned from reading the text. You should understand the text and relate it to the prior knowledge before answering the question. So these are certain points which you need to focus on. Let me tell you what is the meaning of discursive. Discursive passage will talk about various topics at random. Though those topics will have no connection with each other, they will have no connection with each other. It's an challenging task, but it will be very interesting for you. For example, if I give you an example of a discursive passage, if I tell you about the New Year resolution, okay, New Year is a time where you make resolutions that you will be following this or you will not be following that in a particular year. And then slowly, if I move further, I will go into your past experiences that you made resolutions but you were not able to follow it due to some reason. Then why we fail? We fail because though we make resolutions but we do not focus on it. We need self-improvement. Why do we need self-improvement? So this is how the passage links to each other and goes on to the next topic and next. Then yes, it's very challenging to find out its answers, but it's very, very interesting if you go through it. The next is you will have your case-based factual passage. Case-based factual passage, it will give the reader a complete picture of what is being presented. It gives a comprehensive view about the subject discussed by offering step-by-step description of the same. Yes. If I give you an example of the Swachh Bharat mission, if I give an example of the life story of Maharana Pratap, so this is what case-based factual passage. This is what factual passage is. Both the passage have different roles to test. First, discursive passage. The discursive passage will be testing your inference, evaluation, and vocabulary. Inference means a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning. When you reach out to a conclusion after your reading process. Then evaluation. Evaluation is the making of a judgment or to form opinions, develop ideas after your reading. Then you have vocabulary. You have been hearing this word since a very long time. Vocabulary. What is vocabulary? Vocabulary is refers to the words we must understand to communicate effectively. So we use vocabulary while we communicate with others, though in whether in writing or in speaking or in any other skill, you should have your strong vocabulary. You're going to improve your vocabulary only when you read up, when you read things, when you read books, when you read comprehensions, and you will come across different words. And when you open your dictionary, when you find out the etymology, when you find out the meaning of that particular word, when you find out the usage of the word, how you're going to use it, and when you're going to use those words in your daily life, that is how you will improve your vocabulary. Next is, yes, one more thing is you will get 12 questions in your discursive passage. You have to do 10 out of those 12 questions, which 1 mark each, totaling into 10 marks. Word limit you have in front of you, 400 to 450 words. Next is case-based factual passage. You may get a visual input, you may get statistical data or a chart in front of you under case-based factual passage, so that you will have an idea for answering the questions. It's basically for your analysis, to test your analysis, and for your interpretation. What is analysis? Analysis involves readers to break the text into number of components in order to understand its meaning and relate it to other texts or experiences. So you will get a whole passage and you will break those passages into number of units, number of components, and when you will link those components with each other or with your past experiences, you will understand it more better. Interpretation. What is interpretation? Interpretation is the reader's ability to extract ideas and information from a reading text in front of you. So same here also, you will get 12 questions. You have to do only 10 out of 12 questions, 1 mark each, totaling into 10 marks. The total length of both the passages would be 600 to 700 words. So you can easily make out if your discursive passage is 400 to 450 words. So definitely your case-based factual passage would not be more than 250 to 300 words. Yes. So these are your section A questions. Section 2 questions will be there. 2 passages, 1 and 2. I've also told you about the meaning of discursive passage and factual passage. Yes, in your LMS tutorial you will also, I'll be attaching a picture of the strategies for attempting reading comprehension. Just go through these strategies. It will be a small chart, just go through it and you'll find it more easy. And I'll even give you few questions based on factual and discursive passage. Try to do it and read it thoroughly before attempting any question. Just underline the important points, underline the words, write down its meaning there in your notebook, then understand it. Don't skip anything. When you read it thoroughly, you will be able to test a lot of things in you, like it's also mentioned in your book here in your notes. Okay, so I'll be giving you a few questions. Just go through it and answer it properly.